Best dad ever. Best dad ever. What the fuck? Somebody lied to him. All right. Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Homie Hector here, and today we're working once again on this 2003 Acura TL, and we're trying to get it to pass Smog. I'm trying to get it to pass Smog, so we're gonna look at a couple things to see if we're ready to go or not. All right, so first things first, the check engine light is not on, so that is a good thing. Check engine light is on. That's an automatic fail. You don't pass Smog, don't even take it in. All right. Second thing, you gotta have monitors complete. Now here, I don't know if this is the case everywhere, but here in California, if you don't have the evap monitor complete but every other monitor is complete, you can pass Smog. The last time I drove this car, I had the O2 sensor monitor, the catalyst monitor, and the evap monitor that were not complete. So right now I'm gonna hook up my little scanner. Some of you guys already know what scanner I'm talking about. Right there. This is the Ansel FX2000. It's a $1.50 or a $1.60 scanner, and we're just gonna go through some chingaderas on the scanner, and we're gonna see if we're ready to Smog or not. All right, guys, here on the scanner, Ansel FX2000, we're just gonna go in, and I'm gonna go straight to. There's a couple ways we can do it. We can go straight into OBD, which is generic on any car, but we're gonna try to do vehicle specific just so you guys can see. Some of you guys were asking if the scanner connects to BMW, and you can see right here. I'm gonna go down the list so that you can see everything that this car connects to, and this way, if you're interested in the giveaway, then I'll let you know the details at the end of the video. Okay, so look, if you have a Mahindra, then this car will connect to Mahindra. If you have a Maruti, then this car will connect to Maruti. We got an Acura here today, so I'm going with Acura, and we're just gonna hit enter, and we're gonna see what we can do. All right, please wait, 0% automatic. Yeah, let's do automatic. First thing that I want to do is just check for any codes. If we have codes, then when they hook up the little chingadera at the Smog shop, this thing is gonna fail right away. So we don't want any codes in memory, and we don't want a check engine light on. Okay, so this thing is taking forever. I don't know why it's doing PGMFI diesel. 92%. Oh, it's going. Okay, 100%. It's doing it again. Okay, so I guess it's running through all the modules right here. You can see it's doing the automatic tranny. Please wait. That's what I've been doing for the past 10 minutes, damn it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna go into PGMFI diesel, even though it's not a diesel, but it gives you options for that. Okay, let's see. All right, let's go read trouble codes first. Read current DTCs, and hopefully we got nothing. No DTCs. Beautiful, no DTCs. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty good. All right, now we're gonna go back. Okay, put okay. We'll read intermittent. Do we have any intermittent DTCs? That'll be like pending codes on other scan tools, and no DTCs. All right, so where's my inspection maintenance monitors? Where's my monitors at? I think I'm gonna have to go into generic OBD2. So we'll go over here into generic OBD2, and we'll look at the monitors. So there's no codes. That's a good thing. Now we have to look at our monitors to see if they are complete, and if they're complete, then we can go Smog this car. Okay, so we have right here 7 readiness complete, 1 that is not complete. Usually the last one to complete is the evap. Okay, so we're gonna look right here where it says I am readiness monitors. Okay, and for this drive cycle, we can look at this drive cycle, which I haven't driven it, so we're gonna go in since DTCs were cleared, and that's gonna be since I disconnected my battery when I did the radiator. So we got a misfire, fuel, comprehensive component. We got a catalyst monitor that is not complete, heated catalyst that is not applicable, evap monitor is complete, O2 sensor complete, O2 sensor heater monitor complete, EGR and VVT complete, misfire. Oh, we're back to the beginning. Okay, so the one that is not complete is the catalyst. That usually completes before the evap. So I gotta drive it a little bit more, and I'm gonna try to get this catalyst monitor complete, but usually the evap is the last one to complete. And as you guys can see right here, this one's done. Evap system monitor complete. It's okay. We have to look into the catalyst monitor. All right, so what I'm gonna do right now is just go drive it, and as I'm driving it, I want to grab some data related to the catalyst. So we're looking at the white and the blue trays. Okay, The red trace is the RPM. So we're gonna focus on the other two. I'm gonna go drive it and then we'll look at it. Alright guys, just got back from a test drive. Looking at the white trace, you can see that my O2 sensor is oscillating. Now it's kind of hard to decipher this graph right here, but you can also use the numbers up here. So you can look at that number that's oscillating up and down between 0 and 1 volt, okay? And this is my downstream O2 sensor. That's pretty steady at close to about 100 millivolts. So looking at the white trace oscillating up and down and the blue trace staying pretty steady, that tells me that the O2 sensor is working and that my cat is looking pretty good, because if it wasn't looking good, this blue trace right here will be mimicking the white trace, okay? Not the cleanest graph, but you can still get some good information out of this. Now I'm gonna rev it up and hold it and we're gonna see what it does. Alright, so I'm at about 3,000 RPM. You can see my white trace oscillating up and down, and you can see the blue trace staying pretty steady. Okay, looks like everything is working as it should. The only thing that I'm tripping on is that this thing only has one bank showing for me. So I want to know why this catalyst monitor is not complete, and I want to be able to look at both banks and compare one side to the other. Maybe I have a bad cat and that's why this monitor is not complete. Maybe the cat is bad enough to not complete the monitor, but not so bad that it will trigger the check engine light on. So it's in between the threshold, I believe, and you know, we just have to either get it to act up or get it to pass the monitor. We gotta pull it one way or the other. So right now, O2 sensor's looking good. This is on bank 1, and the cat's looking good on bank 1. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on. I gotta do something right now. Alright guys, so looking at the data, at bank 1's data, it looks like the O2 sensor is good. It looks like the cat is good, but I still need to find out why the catalyst monitor is not complete. Alright, so it could be that there's a threshold where the check engine light comes on, and there's a threshold where the monitor completes. I'm probably in between that threshold where it's not bad enough to trigger the check engine light, but it is bad enough to not complete the monitor. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm only looking at one bank right here, so I have to look at the other bank. I don't know why this scanner is doing it like that, but it's ANSO for you. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do right now. I'm actually gonna call a Smog shop around here, and I'm gonna ask to see if it'll pass with the catalyst monitor not complete. Here we go. This is just to get an idea, because a lot of shops will tell you, oh yeah, go drive it 100 miles, and that's not the case, guys. When you have something like this, there's a certain drive cycle that you have to complete. I can't just go drive it 100 miles. I can't just go from here to LA and back. I have to drive it a certain way. So it'll tell you, the drive cycle will tell you go from 0 to 60 and then a complete stop, then go from there to 20 and then a complete stop, and then go from 0 to 60 and maintain it for 15 minutes and then slowly decelerate. It's a certain specific way of driving. You can't just put 100 miles on it and then expect the monitor to complete. There's a certain way of driving. That's why it's called a drive cycle. So if you guys go get a Smog and they tell you, oh yeah, go put 50 miles on the car, nah, you have to ask for the drive cycle. Whatever monitor is not completing, you have to drive it a certain way. You can't just put 50 or 100 miles on it and pass the monitor. It doesn't work that way. Alright, so let me call the shop and we'll see what they tell us. This should be fun. Let's call this one. So I'm just going on Google Maps and I'm just looking for Smog shops around here, and I'm gonna call one right now. Let's call again. Ah, there it is. Probably busy.
Bueno.
Hello.
Sí, what do you need?
I wanted to come in for a Smog check. How much?
For, what year is your car?
2003 Acura TL.
2003, $50.
$50. I have a monitor that's not complete. Will it still pass?
Yes. We check first.
It's a catalytic monitor.
Oh, no pass like that.
It doesn't pass with that one?
Need to fix first.
Do you know why it doesn't pass?
Huh?
Do you know why the catalyst monitor doesn't pass?
Okay. Bring me your car and I tell you. I put the car and I tell you. Okay?
Oh, okay. So you'll tell me?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be there in a little bit. Give me like 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, bye.
You're welcome.
There you go. So he's gonna tell me why it doesn't pass. Let me call one more shop before I go. Find another shop. Let's see. Let's just get different shops and let's get their opinions and see what happens. All right. Now I'm not gonna tell you who I'm calling because I don't want to put anybody on blast. But let's call this one. It's a different shop.
Smog.
Hey, I want to know how much for a smog check on a 2003 Acura TL.
I got a coupon and I got $40 even.
40 bucks.
Yeah.
I have a monitor that's not complete. Will it still pass?
Bring it by and check it out for you.
It's a catalyst monitor.
Most likely not, bro.
The evap
Drive it like 40 miles and bring it. I'll check it out for you.
40 miles.
Yeah.
Just what, like on the freeway or the streets, or it doesn't matter?
On the freeway. In the streets, it can take forever.
Okay, on the freeway.
By any chance, do you have any codes pending?
No codes, but I had the evap, the catalyst, and the O2 that were not complete, but everything's complete except for the catalyst.
Okay, try driving another 50 miles on the freeway.
50 miles on the freeway.
Yeah, bring it by and I'll check it out for you.
Okay, what time do you close today?
5.
5 o'clock. Okay, I should be... Give me like an hour. I'll see what I can do.
Sounds good.
Cool, thanks, man.
Bye.
Alright. I gotta drive it 50 miles on the freeway. I don't think I have enough gas for that. Okay, well, let's go put gas. First, let's go to that other shop. Alright, so I'm gonna park right here and I'm gonna go talk to this guy, see what he says. This is a guy that said that he was gonna check it out for me and see what it needed, what I needed to do. All right, guy's busy right now. We're gonna see what he says. He's coming down right now. He's probably just gonna hook up his scanner and then look at my monitors and see what needs to be done. Let's see what he recommends. Oh fuck, this little place is always packed like this. Now I can't get out over here. Alright, I gotta go back the other way. I don't like how they work here. It's too cramped. I don't like these little automotive centers like this. Like everybody's fighting for parking and, you know, it is what it is. That's why I'm better off working on my own, working from home. I got all the space I need. But anyhow, and what he told me was exactly what I told you guys earlier, that there's a threshold for the catalytic, and right where it's at right now, he says the computer doesn't know whether to turn your check engine light on or to complete the monitor. He goes, so you're like half, that cat may be bad. He goes, what you need to do, this is what he recommended. He said, go to AutoZone or O'Reilly's, and he said there's a liquid that you throw in your gas tank and it cleans out your cat. I don't know what he's talking about. I asked him for the brand name and he didn't know. He just said go ask him because they got different brands. Throw it in your gas tank and drive it like 30 miles on the freeway. After that, bring it here. The monitor is going to be complete and then you should be good to go. He goes, but your cat may be going bad. So that's what he recommended. So I think I'm going to go to O'Reilly's or AutoZone, see what they got, see if they know anything about this special liquid that cleans out your cat. I heard a lot of like myths about throwing different shit in your gas tank and trying to clean it out. But he said they sell something at AutoZone, O'Reilly's. We're gonna go ask my local O'Reilly's. The guy that works there, he's pretty knowledgeable, so I'm gonna bust a U-turn here, go to my local O'Reilly's and see what they know. This is my local O'Reilly's here. This is in the ghetto. Liquid that goes in your gas tank to clean your catalytic converter?
We might have that one right there. The Cataclean, the gray bottle right there.
Oh, this right here?
Yeah, that one's the best one. That one worked really well.
So this will help it pass smog?
Yeah, if that doesn't work, then most likely you're just gonna need to buy a new catalytic converter. Just for that one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. There's this one too. There's that one too, but most people come for this one.
Yeah, they said it was about 30 bucks. All right. As you guys saw, I went to the smog shop. That guy gave me his advice. Then I went to O'Reilly's, and apparently they do have such a thing called Cat Clean or something like that. The guy even said that it was a very popular item, so I didn't buy it just because I wanted to explain a little more on the drive cycle for you guys. If that doesn't work for me, then I think I'm gonna go try it out and then we'll see. But right now I'm gonna look at some more data with my Ansel FX2000, and then I'm gonna look at data with my Snap-on just to see if there's anything that I'm missing, because you can't always trust your scan tools, all right? These are good tools to have, but you gotta learn how to use them, when to trust them. I'm gonna look at some data right here. I just wanna look at the O2s to see how they're looking now that I drove the car and it's warmer. And then I'll go look at it with my Snap-on, and then we'll get on with this giveaway. All right, so just based on the data that I'm getting right here, it looks like we have a good cat. This does not look like a bad catalytic to me, but what I want to do right now is just look at my other scanner. I'm gonna hook up my Snap-on scanner, my Snap-on Veris, and we're gonna look at some data and compare it to this one and see if there's any discrepancies or anything like that. And I also want to show you the drive cycle information on my Snap-on scanner. Alright, check it out. This is after a couple minutes of letting it idle. You can see the left O2 sensor is oscillating up and down as it should, and the downstream, which is on the right, is pretty steady. Let me rev it up a little bit and let's just watch it. This does not look like a bad catalytic converter either. As of now, let me tell you what we're gonna do. So looking at the data on both scanners, I don't see a bad cat on this car. I think we just gotta do the drive cycle properly. Not just driving it on the streets, not just driving it 50 miles or 30 miles, and not dropping an additive in there either. You don't need to do that yet. If you think you have a bad cat, or you know that you have a bad cat, try it. Try it and let me know how it works. Right now, what I wanna do though is get information on the drive cycle, and I'm gonna do that with my Snap-on scanner that I have right here. I'm gonna show you guys the drive cycle, then we're gonna go try to do it, and then if that doesn't work, we're gonna go try that additive. But 25 bucks, I think a drive cycle is cheaper than that. So let me show you the drive cycle procedure for this car. So this is it right here, and you guys can pause it too and read it. All right, so here's a procedure. Let me just show you information. So here's all the information. Alright, so we can start right there. So there's some of the drive cycle. Accelerate to 55 miles per hour at half throttle with AC off. This runs misfire, fuel trim, and purge test. Now for the cat, here we go. Another steady cruise at 55 to 60 for 5 minutes. So we gotta go 55 to 60 for 5 minutes. We gotta do this drive cycle 5 separate times because the battery was disconnected. Okay, so there it is, guys. This is why there is specific drive cycles. It's not just driving it at for 50 miles or drive it for 30 miles or come back in a week. And you know, you can drive it for a week, but if you don't do this specific type of driving, then you're never gonna complete that monitor. We don't need to put an additive in there. Our O2s showed us that the cats were good. Based on the data on both scanners, I'm gonna trust the data because I haven't done this drive cycle. I gotta take it on the freeway, 55 to 60, 3/4 throttle, 55 to 60 miles per hour for 5 minutes. And since my battery was disconnected, I gotta do that about 5 times. So we're gonna try to do it, and then we'll double check if the monitor is complete. But I think I'm gonna end it here today, guys. If you guys need to get a car smogged, make sure that you are doing the drive cycle. And if somebody tells you to go drive it, it's not just driving, it's not just street city driving, it's highway driving, it's stop and go, it's cruising at 55 to 60 for a couple minutes, then decelerating. Every car has a specific drive cycle, and you gotta know that drive cycle. If you guys go and get a smog, make sure they give you a printout. Tell them, can you give me a printout of the specific drive cycle so that I can try to do it? Because it's not just driving, it's not just go drive it 30 miles, it's not just go drive it 50 miles, it's not just go get this additive, drop it in the tank. It doesn't work like that. It might work. If you have a bad cat, try it out, let me know how it works. Alright guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. Hopefully it helped you guys out. Hopefully next time you gotta take your car to smog, you know what to do with it. So now it's time for the giveaway. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know there's gonna be a giveaway in this video, and if not, well then, this is your time to enter. So what you gotta do is drop this video a like, drop a comment in this video, and use the hashtag EverDriven. I'll put it right here, hashtag EverDriven. Follow EverDriven Automotive. Like the most recent picture, which is the one where I'm holding the scanner, EverDriven Automotive on Instagram. Drop a like, let me know that you came from YouTube and that you want this scanner. Alright, in the next video, I'm gonna be choosing the winner right here on YouTube, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the little bell, because next video we'll be announcing the winner of the Ansel FX 2000 scanner. Alright homies, so that's it. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go finish this drive cycle and get this car smogged. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. I think that's it.